I was 8 years old when my mom first taught me how to sew. To not be able to do that was very sad. And it also works as a therapy, so when I'm going through a bad time, I can sew and I love it. Back in 2010, I had a stroke, which was really odd because I was only 53. And it affected my whole left side of my body. And I went to a lot of therapy after that and got better. I was doing really well. And then in 2000, about a year and a half later, I had a seizure, which was caused from the brain damage of the stroke. And when I fell, I crashed to the floor and fell on my left shoulder and damaged that, and I didn't know what was going on. I got to the point where every so often it would just hurt so bad for days on end. I couldn't sleep, I couldn't sew, I couldn't do anything. So this spring, it was bugging me really bad, and I finally just went to my doctor and said, I need therapy or something, I can't stand this anymore. And he sent me next door to the Idaho Spine and Sports Therapy people, which I totally loved. And I went there for the first 6 weeks of my treatment, which twice a week, and I actually loved it. The people were really great, and I liked the fact that I got to work with many different therapists. I didn't work with just one person every time, and I really liked it because each person offered a different suggestion, and everything I tried worked. And the people were all really nice, and they were all positive. And I told them this story, and they were like, yeah, well, of course we can help you. I know we can make this better. I was ready to take anything that would make it better. I think this is the first time I've gone to therapy that I didn't feel like it was drudgery. I didn't feel like I was going to be tortured or something. I went in there, I enjoyed every minute of it. Because every time I went, I could see improvement. In fact, right after my very first treatment, I saw improvement, and that just sparked me and kept me going and kept me upbeat and ready to go for it. I looked forward to it. I would recommend Idaho Spine and Sports Therapy because all the people were so nice, and everybody had so much stuff to offer to me. Maybe a person would give me a different exercise, or one person in particular that I really liked. She told me that when you've been sewing for, say, 20 minutes or so, just sit up straight and pinch your shoulder blades together just for a few seconds, and just do that a couple times so that you don't because you kind of hunch over when you're doing that type of stuff, and that would help. And anytime I'm doing things, whether it's housework or whatever, I'll just stop for a few minutes and just straighten up and pinch my shoulder blades together, and I never have any pain as long as I keep doing that. And it's great. I can sew again. For a long time, I could only sit at my sewing machine for maybe 15 minutes total because I would just be in so much pain I couldn't take it. My two goals when I went there were to sleep better and to be able to sew. But I had a few bonus things that happened too. I went over to the Y one day after therapy and decided I would try swimming because I hadn't swam for a long time and I really missed it. So I added that to my exercise routine because now I can swim again. Then the other bonus is I had to type a letter the other day, and I haven't been able to type since my stroke because I didn't have any feelings in my fingers. And now I can type again, and so I'm like, yay. I do my sewing, and I do my typing, and I do my swimming, and life is good.